I just finished shooting this afternoon this 57 years old roll that we saw in the first episode. I had some problems with my Pentax 6.7. I don't know if it's due to the age of the pellicle of the roll, but maybe because it was somehow stuck, so I had to reopen it and restart to check that it was rolling fine. But doing that, I had to, you have to shoot 4 times before you can reach the first shot on the 6.7. So I lose some photos doing that, but I hope I will still have a few shots on that. So anyway, I'm going to develop it and we'll see what comes out and if something comes out. But I'm sure I lost about four shots, which is a bit sad, but that's the way it is. Now, finished developing that film, and I got 4 photos out of it. A 5th that I will show, which is at the beginning of the roll. And what happened is that the film, as it's old, was very stiff. And in the beginning, when I rolled it in my Pentax, it was blocked on the first frame because the film was there was something blocking it. As you see, it's very old and it's a bit not very. It's very stiff. I don't know how to translate that. And what happened is that I had to. I went out and shot a few rolls, and everything stayed on the same frame. So I have the very, very overexposed frame when you can barely see something, which is the first of the shot I'm going to show. And afterwards, I had to open again my Pentax and try to have the film advanced, which it did. But doing so, I lost 4 additional frames. I should probably have unrolled it and rolled it again. So I did that in my changing bag, so it was in the dark. And I decided to still go on and shoot the remaining frames. That's why I got the last 4 frames, right? What happened next is when I rolled it, I think it wasn't rolled it very tight enough because maybe of the stiffness of the film itself. And so when I presented it in the light here, I added probably some additional light leaks. So the last 2 frames show the most light leaks. I know they're not coming from my Pentax because I shot already some films with it and I have no light leaks. So apparently the film itself was so stiff that it wasn't rolled in strong enough. And when I showed it, it presented some light leaks. We see in the last 2 frames, the most of the light leaks show there, which makes sense. So I have 2 acceptable shots, and I shot them assuming a 400 ISO ASA because the film was old and it was marked as 1600. I should have probably used even 200 ASA to be on the safe side to have more light coming on the film, but still I got some images, so I will show them. Only 2 of them are not so bad, maybe only 1 I like. So out of a film where I should have been able to make 10 shots, that's not a huge success. And one thing I can say about the age of the film, it's not really the photographic emulsion that causes the problems, but more the support of it that was very stiff and did not that created most of the problem. So I have to keep that in mind when putting a film next time when it's old, to be sure to take some particular attention to the first rolls. Probably do more when it's open, maybe do more in the dark. And that's all for the first remark. The second remark, and when I unroll it, I should do that also in the dark, and try to keep the film in the dark as long as possible to prevent some light leaks outside of the film, especially for 120 films, because in 135 it's inside a canister. In 130 it's just rolled with a piece of paper around, and if it's not rolled tight enough, you might experience some light leaks. So without continuing too much, I will show the pictures. I will add some comments on them. So 5 to show, the first one and the fourth last of the rolls, and this is the remaining roll that was wasted during the experiment. I mounted a little camera on the accessory shoe of the camera, so it gives you an idea of the atmosphere of the beach. And all those photos combined in one, as it was blocked, as I said before. So that's what we're going to see now after those shots. It all combined in that little blur when nothing is to be seen. And then I took it again, and this is probably where I got most success with that shot. So we still have some light leaks at the bottom, but still it's the best shot, I think. The next one is also not too bad, but I like the clouds in that one, and this one is a bit more darker, and we see additional light leaks coming at the bottom. And the next two and last frames is where we see the light leaks starting ruining the photos. This one at the bottom left, and in the middle you see the effect, and the next one is even worse. This was the last of the shot, but still I got some images, which is not bad, and I'm quite happy with the result. So please tell me what you think. I'm sure I'm going to continue shooting old films, so thank you and bye bye.